Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with you. Let's go down to the field in Holly Road.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as
kickoff to get this game underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Release to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. There's some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy can do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Berry. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. He'll take it himself. Got a little grass. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
He gets it in! Touchdown time! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to explore.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wants to throw. It's Berry. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. Got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Finds his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys that...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes down.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the gun, the ground game. Hurley still on his feet. Maybe some room here. The tag. Touchdown, Bama. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His third touchdown of this game and his season. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Rides the option, he keeps it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Mack unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
In the red area, it's Hill. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Now on the move. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. The 20. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Mack. Looking long. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Mack from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Alabama quickly back to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about that.
Going long. Makes the grab at the tag. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Turns it loose. Connection to the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. Got him and nobody's close. There he goes to the left. Touchdown Noles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Austin Mack. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open to try to make plays in the passing game.
The give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. FSU calling its second timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's going to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. It's a seam wide open. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 17 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Mustangs, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Mack. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mack. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Edwards. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll go play action with Mack. The quick out. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Puts it out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. from the gun. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's McDonald. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Makes him talk to the hand.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Russell. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Seminoles. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Austin Mack pulls it in. It's Rodgers. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Making side adjustments here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Mack buys a little extra time. Got a man. It's Jenkins. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have...
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Throwing Mack. Out of the backfield, he's open. There's a crease. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Quick completion on the out route. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing.
Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
The option look. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down. Flying down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't? Lets it fly! And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Gonna let it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
I I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back. And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Austin Mack. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Number 36, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's McDonald. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Mack. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. He spins that thing down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mack. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keelan Russell fires to the wideout, working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Again, it's Russell. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down.